Hi, grade 4. How are you? Let's start Unit 11 from Macmillan, Part 1. Celebrating Success. The story of Amy Johnson. Unit 11, Lesson 1 and 2. New words. Number 1. Success. Success. Passing exam. 2. Childhood. Childhood. Being a child. 3. Rough. Rough. Hard or strong. 4. Hate. Hate. Don't love. 5. Decide. Decide. Choose. 6. Adventure. Adventure. Exciting time. 7. Shark. Shark. A wild fish. 8. Think. Think. Use your mind. 9. University. University. Place where we study after school. 10. Pilot. Pilot. Person who flies a plane. 11. Airfield. Airfield. A small airport. 12. Aircraft. Aircraft. A plane. 13. Equipment. Equipment. Tools. Now it's time for grammar. Adverbs of time. They tell us when the verb happens. It makes the meaning of the verb clear. Example: first, afterwards, later, then, now, tomorrow, next, yesterday, soon. First, I wake up at 5 o'clock. Then, I wash my face. Afterwards, I go to school. Later, we had break. Finally, I went home. Exercise. Choose tomorrow, always, yesterday, then. Number 1. It will be Saturday tomorrow. 2. We had a holiday yesterday. 3. Ahmed always goes to school at 6 o'clock. 4. I will eat my breakfast, then I will go to school. Now it's time for homework. Underline the correct answer. The plane reached, arrived, get at the airport at 7 o'clock. Arrived. 2. She finished school and went to the university. 3. The flight to London took 3 hours. 4. We cooked the food on the stove. 5. Tamer planned to travel in the holiday. 6. The plane landed at the airfield. Now it's time for reading. Celebrating Success. The story of Amy Johnson. Do you celebrate if you pass your exams at school? It's good when you do something clever, isn't it? This story tells you how Amy Johnson worked hard to learn how to be a pilot and fly a plane. Her childhood. Amy was born in 1903 At school, she liked to play rough games. When she was 14, a football hit her in the mouth and hurt her lip. Some children laughed at her. They called her Ugly Emmy. She told her parents she hated school. Emmy decided to become a pilot. Emmy didn't play with other children after they called her Ugly Emmy. She watched adventure films at the cinema. One day she saw a film about a pilot who did tricks in an airplane. She thought it was exciting and decided to be a pilot. Amy learns to be a pilot. Amy went to university and then she worked in London near an airfield. She liked to watch the small planes in the sky. Amy visited the airfield and asked to be a pilot. People laughed at her because there were no women pilots. She worked very hard and she passed her test. Amy was a pilot. Amy learns about airplanes. Amy learned about planes. She was an engineer for 2 years. She learned how to build and mend engines. She worked hard and was always dirty, but she didn't stop. Amy's challenge. Amy wanted to fly from England to Australia on her own. A man called Bert Hinkler did the journey in 15 days. Nobody thought a woman could be the same journey. The preparation. Amy put a plane, she called it Jason. Amy put more fuel tanks on Jason. She planned to journey and bought some equipment. Her airplane had two open cockpits. Amy sat in the cockpit at the back of the plane. She put her tools, medicine, stove, and mosquito net in the front of the cockpit. She asked people to let her land in different countries. At 8 a.m. on the 5th May 1930, she took off. The flight. On the second day, she arrived in Istanbul in Turkey. Amy felt sick. The petrol in the plane engine smelled. On the fourth day, she landed in Baghdad in a sandstorm. Amy then flew to Karachi in Pakistan. She stopped for 3 hours on the seventh day. She flew into a rainstorm and crashed. She mended her plane and then flew on, but she got lost. She arrived in Singapore on the 14th day. On the 20th day, Amy flew her airplane over a sea full of sharks and landed in Down, Australia. Celebrations. People sent her messages from all over the world. Everyone celebrated. The newspaper told stories of the adventure. Thank you for listening. See you again. Goodbye.